Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Aquí estamos en nuestro episodio 2 acerca de lo que va a ser en nuestra clase de inglés, en nuestro podcast de inglés. Hoy vamos a ver el discurso de Killian Murphy en los Golden Globes y aquí vamos. Hi everybody, how you doing today? Good evening. Today is a Thursday on the 9th. We are actually 12 minutes later than we should have been, but here we are anyway. Okay, as I told you in the introduction, today we're going to be talking about the acceptance speech of Killian and Murphy, who earned his award for Best Actor at the Golden Globes this year for the film Oppenheimer. So before we start going with the lesson, I want to play a clip about him speaking about it, and then we're going to analyze it and see how it goes. Give us a moment. There he goes. Easy peasy. Okay, okay. That was it. As you can see, it was a very simple speech, just a few sentences, but I think there is so much we can get from that presentation. And let me show you. I'm going to find our presentation for today so you could have a look how we could have an idea of what Killian Murphy, I keep on calling him Anderson, Killian Murphy spoke about. So here's this Golden Globes Award 2024. As you see, Killian there, episode number 2. You ready? Are you ready for this? Yes, I hope you are. Really? Are you sure you're ready? Okay, well, here we go. This is what it says, yeah? It says, oh boy. First question. Do I have lipstick all over my nose? This is a question for the audience, yeah? A question for the people. And then you go, I am just going to leave it. I knew the first time that I walked on a Chris Nolan set that it was different. I could tell by the level of rigor, level of focus, level of dedication. I was in the hands of a visionary director and master. And I want to thank Chris and Emma for having the faith in me for 20 years. Second half. To all my fellow nominees, if you're Irish or not, you're all legends. To all my reps, to all my team, thank you so much. You are the best. To my family, I'm the luckiest man. Love you. Thank you so much, guys. This is all the speech he gave. 12 lines, not even a minute. But I think for those who wants to learn English and who wants to have a lesson today, there is so much we can get from that very small speech. Here we go. First thing he said is, oh boy, first question. Do I have lipstick all over my nose? So the first question is what he basically asked to the audience. Do I have lipstick all over my nose? Vocabulary. Lipsticks. Lips are these. These are my lips. And lipstick is what you see on the image. Is what women put on their lips. Okay. So when he asked, oh boy, first question, do I have lipstick all over my nose? Is asking the reason why he's asking that question is basically because the moment when when he got greeted by the lady next to him, is he felt the lady's lipstick in his face, in his nose. So after that, he go onto a stage in front of millions of people and is wondering, do I have lipsticks in my nose? This is why he's asking the question. Do I have lipstick all over my nose? Because he felt the lady's lips in his nose and he wondered. Second question, second sentence. Oh no, wait a minute. And then number two, it says, I am just going to leave it. Like, I'm not gonna bother to clean it, I'm just gonna leave it. I think this is a really unusual way to start a speech, considering that he's earning the award for Best Actor in a very, very important uh, nomination. Just for you who don't know, the Golden Awards is right behind the Oscar. So this is very, very important for actors in general. But somehow, Killian didn't seem to be so, you know, bothered about it. Then he says, I knew the first time that I walked on a Chris Nolan set that it was different. Okay. From this sentence, we can collect the word new. New is the past of know. I know, you know, we don't know. Very common sentence in English. I don't know. And new is the past of know. So what is basically saying is that the moment he stepped on Christopher Nolan set, he knew it was different. He can see something was either better or whatever it was, he liked it, he enjoyed it. The second sentence, the second word we can gather from this sentence is walked on. The first time that I walked on. So walked is practically the past of walk, as you can see here. Walk. This is walked. But what is walked on? It is basically when you walk over something, walked on. So this on is basically a preposition. Here we go. See the Beatles walking down the street? Beatles are walking. They walked in the past and they walked on the zebra crossing. Yeah. These are the prepositions for you to know. So say this is the microphone and this is the USB. If I could manage to put this inside, I would say the USB is in the microphone, but I cannot. The USB is on the microphone. The USB is under the microphone, next to the microphone, behind the microphone, in front of the microphone. And if I had two microphones, I could say that it's in between. Well, basically, this is the USB is between my hand and the microphone. So these are short um, lessons about the preposition for you to prepare. Okay, continue. Oh, walked on. Okay, so the man walked on the moon. Walk, walked, walked on. Okay, you can either agree or disagree with that. You can either believe it or don't believe it. But if you want to refer to that time in history, we say that the man walked on the moon, even though the flag doesn't have, is not following the gravity, whatever. Well, it's not supposed to be gravity in the moon, so therefore people never understand why American flag was wavy, but that's another story. Keep going. And then he says, I could I could tell by the level of rigor, the level of focus, the level of dedication. Yeah. So it's practically by this sentence is giving a compliment to the director. Yeah. Level of rigor, very strict, level of focus, very well concentrated on what he was doing, and the level of dedication. Yeah. Christopher Nolan have done so many movies that are very good for the industry. So it is very well respected. Here, you can have a picture of what is a level, yeah, level one, level two, level three. So when he said, I could tell by the level of rigor, he's obviously said that the level of work at the set of Christopher Nolan, it was higher than usual. It was extremely good. It's it's a very, very good sentence, you know. Five, he said, I was in the hands of a visionary director and master. I guess the word master, we all know what it means. But when he says, I was in the hands of a visionary, okay, we know visionary, right? Somebody who have a good, um, a view of the future, right? Somebody who has a vision. But what do you mean? What does he mean when he says, I was in the hands? In the hands. Okay, so I'll give you a picture. This is what literally means that if you are in someone's hands. But when Killian says I was in the hands, basically he was saying that he was under Christopher Nolan's wheel, direction, or whatever, you know. The second half of the speech, he says to to all my fellow nominees. And here I ask myself, what is a nominees? Do we know what nominee is? You know, I'm not able to really comment right now, but I will in a moment, yeah, because I'm fully focused on the PowerPoint. So this is Killian uh, on the Golden Globes Award, and all the names below him are the ones who were also candidate to win the Best Actor Golden Award. Andrew Scott, Barry Keegan, Bradley Cooper, Coleman Domingo, and Leonardo DiCaprio. These five actors, along with Killian Murphy, were the nominees to win the Golden Globe Award this year. So now we know that the nominees are the people who are also part of the nomination to be the winners. To all my reps, all my team, thank you so much. So what are my reps? Are my representative, all the people, you know, his manager, people who goes with him, making his phone call, helping to do his administration, to his team. Thank you so much. So he basically thanks to his people and whoever was working with him. You are the best. Another very simple compliment to say, love you guys, you know, you are the best. And he said here, if you're Irish or not, you're all legends. Irish is the nationality for the people who were born in Ireland. Yeah. So when he said, if you're Irish or not, it's just another way for him to say, you know, I am Irish because he was born in Ireland. He's Irish. And it is a very simple way to say, hey, man, I'm an Irish man. Because if you're not from the Great Britain, if you're not from an English, I mean, sometimes people tend to confuse Irish with English. I will say they're fairly different, but if you're not from that part of the world, if you're probably from other country and you don't know them so well, it is possible that you tend to confuse an Irish man with some English people from the South. So, you know, Irish people tend to make a point. We are not English, we are Irish. So he said, if you're Irish or not, you're all legends. He's obviously saying that he's from Ireland, a beautiful country, by the way. You are the best. And then he goes, to my family, I'm the luckiest man. Love you. Thank you so much, guys. Let's have a look at the. Okay, okay, here we go. Next, vocabulary. We have. I make a small list about all the words that we can look at. Here's other one. Have, going to, rigor, new, walked, tell, focus, visionary, want, having, luckiest, and leave. So now we're going to have a look at the vocabulary. Yeah? Have. So here I have made some sentence with the words that I think that are important. Yeah. I have a dream. Luther King famous sentence. Dream. I have a dream. Going. I am going to eat lunch. And here I put going and going to. I'm sorry, gonna and going to, just so you guys are clear. Going to, it's when you're going to do something, when you're going somewhere, and gonna is exactly the same. Is what usually people say that in the States, I'm gonna go, but in England, people don't say I'm gonna go. Instead, they said I'm going to. New and walked. So, new is something that you know. I know the time. I knew the time. And for the word walked, walk the line. It's another movie with Joaquin Phoenix. And I walked on the moon. I guess you already see the example before, so you know exactly what that means. Tell. Tell me about yourself. It's a very common question when you meet someone and you want to get to know them. You just say, "Oh, nice to meet you. Tell me a bit about yourself." Okay, well, I'm a young guy. I'm an old guy. I was born in. I am whatever years old, and I work as blah blah blah. It's a way to get people to get to know each other. Tell me about yourself. And rigor. You see here the book, the rigor of angels. It's a very strict approach to life when you are very very in Spanish we say square, where people are too square about what they have to do without allowing anything to change. Things has to be done the way they have to be done. That will be a square and rigor way of living or working. Focus and dedication. Never lose focus. Focus is, when you when you're going to do a work, you put your mind and your body 100% in it and nothing else. And dedication doesn't have an off season. So when you put a lot of dedication of something, it's because you are taking all your resources and everything you have into doing what you're going to do. Visionary and want. As for the word visionary, it's people who can envision, who can see things before the rest. I guess the most common visionary of these days is Steve Jobs. People used to say that Steve Jobs, the Apple Macintosh computer co-founder, have a very good eye and very good taste for computer in general. So in this society, we call this a visionary because he have an eye to see a product and decide this is going to be sell, this is going to be popular, and this one is not. So he had an eye, to see what was coming. That's a visionary. And then want, well, it's something that you want. What do you want? I want a cup of tea. I want a cup of coffee. It's something that you want to have. That's the meaning of the word want. Lucky. So when it comes to lucky, it's some people will say that wherever they go, it's people who it's a bit like an utopia. Yeah? Um, bad things never happen to you. Wherever you go, you always get good things. Easy for you to find money, easy for you to find a good job. Oh my God, you're so lucky. It's like somebody who always have an easy thing, easy way in life. Yeah. And then leave. It's when you're about to go, when you are about to take off. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave now. Here's a sentence: leave the world behind. Homework, homework. Okay, guys, I want you to ask your homework today. The thing that I would like you to do, it's very simple. In the comments below, or well, everywhere you go, I have my WhatsApp number. So if you want to be part of this class and you want to interact and participate with us, I want to ask you to make an acceptance speech. Think about any category that you have. For example, say that you like playing chess or you like playing football. Imagine that you won the best football player competition of the year. What would you say if that happens? Make a video, make a speech, and tell me what would you do? What would you say in that moment? And with that, if you send that to me in any way you want, social network, whatever, I can look at it, I can correct it, and I can grade it for you. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this lesson. And now we're going back to the stream. Yeah. Oh, I've got Steven here. Hey, Steven, are you there? Oh, our friend Steven is there, but I can see he's there, but I was not.
Hi.
Hey, Steven, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Because about this class, is no anyone here?
Well, yeah, this is a podcast we're gonna be doing every Thursday evening for 30 to 45 minutes. And we are so happy
Yeah.
that you join us. How are you doing?
I'm great. I think I'm trying to improve my English, and I think this is one of the best ways. And I think this was an amazing class. I learned, I write some vocabulary, and just just say repeat and repeat. That was very
Beautiful.
good. Thank you so much
Beautiful.
for your time. Explain it and take your time for this.
But you know what? Since you're here, I would like to ask you if you allow me a couple of questions. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to
Hi.
get just hey, how are you doing? Just to get to know us each other a little bit. Tell us how old are
Sorry.
you?
I'm 33. I'm from Colombia.
You're 33 years old, right?
Yeah, I'm 23. I'm
Eh,
I'm I'm still a student.
there you go. And you're from Colombia.
Yeah, I'm from Colombia and I'm Latam.
Excellent, beautiful. I gotta tell you, I have been to Colombia when I was younger. I got lucky enough to spend a couple of weeks in Cartagena de Indias.
Yeah, that's an amazing place. That's the most tourist place, but it's one of the most because if you talk about the beach, there's amazing beach in Colombia. It's one of the most places in the world.
You know, I don't think people know this so much, but if you comes to the Atlantic coast of Colombia, it's nice, it's warm, it's green. People are so friendly. I don't know what's the situation now because I was there 23 years ago. But back then, it was so cheap and people were so friendly. Can you tell us where you're from in Colombia?
Um, I live here all my life. I live in the central country. I live in the main capital. I live in right now in Bogota because there's a lot of university, there's a lot of opportunities, and it's a good way to practice with a lot of touristic in the museum, in the cinema, in the streets. When you walk down some street in the center of the story, you can meet
Uh-huh.
in a lot of strangers, and that's good for me.
Yes.
For I can practice, I can answer there some things, and I think I'm beginner, and I think this is good for me for because that's give me a vision to
Uh-huh.
I so how about I have to take a little time
Yes.
and there is something. and teach me some words, expression, slangs, idioms. Some
Yes.
confused for native speakers the idioms, and I think how a lot with that. And they explain me that it's a very one place in the center. So
Uh-huh.
I like to go, and I'm meeting a lot of tourists or foreign speakers.
I'm going to give you an advice, Esteban, if you allow me. When people comes to the country, they always want to know what's in there because a lot of the time they have this book and their guidance, but there's a lot of things they don't know that locals like you know. So if you give them tips
Okay.
about what to do, they will be very interesting. You can ask them, where are you from? Oh, well, I'm from here. Would you like some information about my city? They'll be like, well, what have you got? So you tell them, you know what? Besides that waterfall, besides this or that, you can have this and that and blah blah blah. And if you go to this place, you're gonna find very good food. They want to know information that cannot normally get from the usual websites.
Yeah, it's in some specific place, or maybe they don't know how to say some place or some directions, and I try from my way and from I know explain
Hmm.
them how to reach there and see that so that you say is okay and it's a very one topic to talk about.
Right, right. Hey, are you a student?
Yeah, I'm student.
And what do you study?
Uh, Now I'm trying to start the virtual way in an university is called UNAD. It's
Okay.
just a
Uh,
story. Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't think I understand that. You said you study history?
Yeah, I'm studying virtual in a universal. The way of the university is a virtual way, and it's good for me because I don't live in a specific place. Because my life, my family, live in the city, but I have my family around the Zurich because if I want to map, don't have any problem, any trouble to start in the town, and that's good for me.
Oh, that's great. And for what reason are you learning languages? Why would you like to learn English?
That's a very good question. I don't know, but when I was younger, maybe 17, 18, in the college, my friends say me, "Oh, you know, you can say me some word in foreign language, in specific in this case, is in English, because
Hmm.
in Colombia, the most one of the most language that we study is English because they ask me a lot of things about that. And even when I I didn't know how to say the word, I search in the dictionary and I try to speak
Uh-huh.
them, and that gives me a good perspective to know about different culture, know a lot of people, know explain me, and that give me some fools to to be heard, and now I like it. First I started listening music, maybe three months ago and start to learning to read more discipline. Every day try to spend 2 hours reading, take notes, and my God,
It's really good. Everything you do, you know what? I always give people an advice based on their lifestyle and their capabilities. I always suggest them to make a target. Say, how many words are you willing to learn every day? 3 words, 1 word, 5 words. Make yourself a target and you should follow the target. Say that, okay, don't be so ambitious. Say, okay, I'm going to learn 2 words every day. But if you do that, in a month, you're going to know 60 new words. In 2 months will be 120 new words, and so on and so on. In less than before you know it, you're gonna know over 1,000 words. So this is a simple technique that you can use, and this is for you and all of us who are watching this. Learning the English is not a difficult thing to do. It takes a lot of dedication. Yes, it does. But this is like everything. If you don't go to the
Yeah.
gym, you're not going to get muscles. But if you do go to the gym, you will get muscles. So it's exactly the same principle. Read, study, work every day because sooner or later you're going to learn the language.
Thanks for your advice. I'm gonna apply in my daily routine. And like I said, take notes and repeat. And sometimes, think one of the common trouble the the Spanish speakers we have
Uh-huh.
is the grammar. We try to put the Spanish grammar in the English grammar. Try to make sentence with the same grammar, and that's some common problem that we have. And the first thing that I think is the shift. Try to shift shift the shift to try to don't translate. That's one of the things is so hard for me because always I try to translate with the same grammar or the specific word and the
Hmm.
same way I like in Spanish
That's right.
because that's one of the troubles for me. That's one issue that I follow every day. But reading, I think, well, I can get it much better and just take time, take some effort, and I know it works.
Okay, wow, it's really good, Stefan. I appreciate for you to join us. I hope you will join us every Thursday. And if you do have any questions, just let us know. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for the time, thanks for the meeting. Well, I know I was expecting this because I, 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 I don't know why I came to this group, but I think it's a great opportunity to meet a lot of people and meeting like this. I, I don't worry for this, but that's the same. That's the the best thing. Thanks
Yeah.
for you for your comment, for your advice, and for explaining something. And it's hard to to search in Google or in the some website. It's better talk with people and try to say how to find the specific word to say that, but to for uh, yeah stuff.
Okay. Okay. If you have any
Yeah,
questions, you know you can have to contact me. And thank you for your time again. And I hope to be in touch with you every day if possible. Yeah.
yeah. Here, I'm gonna tell you good night and thanks for your time. Appreciate a lot. That's
Thank you
good
for your
for me
time.
and for my development. Thank
Perfect.
you too.
Wonderful.
See you later.
Speak. See you later, buddy. Well, that was Esteban talking to us from Colombia. How interesting is this? It's so amazing the technologies today, how they allow us to speak with people places like you might never been ever in your life. So yeah, this is it for today, guys. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the lessons. If you have any questions, you can make the comment down below. And if you have any topic you wish for us to prepare, send it to us over the email, WhatsApp, or whatever way you know how to contact us. And don't forget to like, share, and to comment on our video. Thank you so much, and I speak to you soon. See you later.